Hey, thanks for stopping by the channel. I'm Jeremy with A-Load Productions. This here is my Jeep JKU. It's a 2011 Sport. Running the Badlands Apex 12,000 pound winch with the crawler off-roads synthetic rope. Factor 55 flat link, which is very nice. Running full PSC hydraulic steering, TMR bracket. As you can see, we use it. Dana's 60 front end out of a 99 to 04. Running the BFG crawler TAs, 39 by 12 and a half, or I'm sorry, 39 by 13 and a half. Savvy doors, which I've had those for many years. Some of the new things now are PRP steering wheel, and then we're also running PRP seats and harnesses. Highly recommend those. Boy, that door needs a little lube. Rock hard 4x4 sport cage. Got a video on that, trying to get it to work with the old top that I've got that I no longer really use. I use the back end, that's really about it. Rock hard harness bars, that's pretty standard. And then back here in the back, we are running 14 bolt rear, factory shafts, torque locker. So some of the new things that I've done since probably the last video was the full hydraulic steering, and then now I have coilovers all the way around the Jeep. So we've got Fox shocks in the front with hydraulic bumps, anti-rock sway bar links, Barnes 4x4, which you can't really even see it, Barnes 4x4 towers. I went with Barnes 4x4 tower on the front and Artec towers in the rear. The rear shocks, rear coilovers are big shocks. 14-inch in the rear, running 12-inch in the front, busted knuckle limit straps. Custom track bar in the rear. Yukon lockout hubs, Yukon outer shafts, 35 spline. ARB locker in the front, stock inner axle shafts. Those are the big main things that I did. Got a nice pack out setup in the rear with some slides, easily pulls it out. And I guess I really don't have a whole lot new. It's not a lot, but it's big, right? So coilovers are big, full hydraulic steering is big. She's no longer really a road Jeep anymore. Now I will drive it around 50-60 mile an hour max probably. All right, so a little bit about myself. I've been in the off-road world for roughly 10 years now. Actually probably longer than that, because I had quads and things like that beforehand, but nothing like this with the rock crawler ability. Never owned any vehicle other than the Jeep that was four-wheel drive that you could take off the road and do things with. So roughly 10 years ago, I bought this. It's a 2011. I bought it in 2013. It had 8,000 miles on it, and then I think it was the first time I ever took it off-road. That's where it got its name, Pigpen. I mean, most Jeeps got names, whether you put them on the hood or not. They got a name. Mistress, whatever, you're calling it something. But this Jeep here, pretty stock. I had almost 35 equivalents, 315 some change. Took it down to Dirty Turtle with a group. I slipped in a mud hole and flat on my back in the mud. So that's where the name Pigpen come from, because I was covered in mud from head to toe. So that's where it's come from. That's where it's got its name. So as far as off-roading experience goes, I did the 1 tons probably a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. So I got a little experience on those. Those were pretty much a game changer. But Midwest wheeling, I've been to Windrock, Badlands in Attica, Indiana. That's kind of my home park. Let's see, where else have I been? I've been to Flat Nasty, loved that place. Windrock, like I said, Dirty Turtle, mainly just around Indiana. I did make it out to Roush Creek, but I broke a drive shaft, so I lost a lot of time out there because of that. Still a fun little park, 12-hour drive roughly. So got a trip planned to Windrock here in, well, Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. So hopefully I see you guys there. If you see me, look me up and say hi. I'll be working in the Molnar Fab booth. A buddy of mine here locally that's got TJ fenders for sale. You may have seen them. They are the new fenders that Chuck Converse is going to be running. So keep an eye out for those. Swing by the booth, check us out. Why I want to go on this 24 hell and back. The people in that whole crew, the production crew, just look like an awesome group to hang out with. And everybody that's ever been on there just look like my people. So that's main reason number one I want to go on that. The locations they go to, just, and the obstacles that they do. I want to be able to do that. I want to try that. So I would love to get with a group that does that. That's reason number two why I would like to go on 24 hell and back, or any of the other Flex Rocks and Rollovers events. Reason number three, YouTube. I've got this YouTube channel. I don't feel like I do a very good job of this YouTube channel. Getting the footage that I think I could possibly get, I'm not real sure how to do that. Going out with these guys, seeing how he runs that production crew, how he does everything, that would be great. I would love to learn from what I would consider a pro. So Marvin, if you want to pick me, I'd be happy to go. Just saying.